In this video, we'll take a look at the Ghostwriter text animation. This animation is available on the text tab. It's the second from the bottom. And this applications for this particular text animation are fairly obvious. I've got a typewriter right here, and that's pretty much what it's emulating, the idea of a text typing on a typewriter only from a ghost, or so you can see here that there's just the obvious application of this. And we've even got sound effects that go with this, as you can hear. And so let's go ahead and start from the top here. As usual, we need to specify a font. You can't apply the animation until a font is specified. I've got a Courier font here, which is obviously pretty logical for an old school typewriter. We've got a font size and the vertical spacing in between lines. We have the standard justification, and we have right to left for Arabic and Hebrew. We have the ability to specify a text and add shadow. Shadows aren't really natural with the typewriter, but if you were going to use this with something else besides an actual typewriter, like in this scenario, that's an option for you. The typing speed right here has a range, and the idea is to kind of emulate the idea that when you're doing real typing, no one's like perfect. And so there might be slight pauses in between letters and so forth. And so it tries to make it more realistic, and you can adjust that range if you want to. There's a punctuation pause, so every time there might be a period or whatever, it's just a slight bit of pause before it resumes. And then same thing for a line break. And you heard the carriage return when it went to the next line. So it does that as well. And then we have, if you have the audio, you can have none. There's 3 different options for you. You can even control the volume. And we'll continue on here. You've got the wait to exit. So that's basically remain on, say, how long do you want it to stay before it might have an out animation. Obviously, out animations for typing is usually not very realistic, but it is an option still. And how fast is the animation going to fade out if you have it set to fade out, then is another control there. Then you have the ability to either have it disappear, fade out, or remain visible. And that's about it for the Ghostwriter text animation.